Should I buy a KTM project bike? Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So very quick video here. I've got on the other side of the studio, in the workshop side, I've got the project build that's ongoing. And with all the news of KTM in the last few days, they're restructuring and they're trying to save themselves from bankruptcy. And they seem to have got an injection of cash from somewhere. And they seem to be, on the road to recovery, or so they would have you believe. You're kind of wondering, well, actually, is KTM a good buy as a brand new bike? But also, what about an old bike? Now, when KTM first got into trouble a couple of months ago, and then they announced they had to go into this self-announced administration, as it were, to, sort themselves out. Lots of people were coming online and saying, actually, there's so many KTMs available, you can get a really good deal. These are brand new bikes I'm talking about. Then later on, about a month later, it transpired that KTM have got a stockpile of hundreds of thousands of bikes. I think it's nearly 1 million bikes that are unsold from last year. And it seems as if they want to kind of ramp up production again. We say, well, who's buying these bikes? I mean, they've got a problem with KTM. I hadn't realized how much of a poor reputation that KTM had amongst, riders out there. Whilst the bikes are great, it comes down to reliability. And also, that reason of them trying to shut down services on a bike after about 18 months or whatever it is, that just seems to be really odd. When I test rode a few KTMs, was it a couple of years ago now, and I was looking at different bikes, I was amazed that they say, well, hold on, you want me to buy this bike and I have to sign up to this program, which gives me all the services on the bike, like, traction control or whatever it is. And then you're going to shut that down. Also, you're going to limit the power on it as well and all that sort of stuff, unless you continue to pay for this. And it's a ridiculous thing. And then you've got the reliability issues. And you think, well, was KTM a good buy then? And is it a good buy now? Just yesterday, they actually announced that their head honchos, the CEO, there's been a change there from the Poirier group or whatever it is. They're going to change now. So there's a big change at the top. There's money coming into KTM, but we don't know where from. We know there's partnerships with CF Moto and with Bajaj, and there's also links with BMW. The problem with KTM is that they also own other brands like Husqvarna and Gas. In terms of the off-road sector, they sell very similar bikes. So, and they're very similar performances as well. So you kind of think, well, which is the better bike? Which is the better brand? You're kind of competing against yourself with other models and other makes that you already make, let alone the fiasco that they had with owning or buying MV Agusta, then obviously having to sell it off as well. And then there seems to be lots of smoke and mirrors with KTM in terms of what information they give you. 1 week it seems as if, no, we're going to continue racing, nothing's going to change there. The next minute, it's almost in doubt. Oh no, the teams are only going to stay for 2025. It looks like 2026, it's all out. And so on and so on. You just don't know with KTM right now. So are they a good bike to buy right now? This is brand new bikes I'm talking about. I think you've got to look at it as possibly the same way as you always looked at it. In that, do you like the brand? Do you like the bike? Can you get the bike on a really good deal now? If you can get it on a really good deal, then possibly you're in a better position than you once were. It's the deal that you're after. If you can get something that's a knockdown price, or a 2024 bike or 2023 bike in some cases at knockdown prices, then you probably think, yeah, I'm on to a good deal. I remember when they first announced their troubles, there are people online saying, no, I'm going to buy 2 KTMs. And even if one breaks down, I've got the other one as parts. If I can get them both at knockdown prices, then hey, it doesn't really matter. So actually, this is where the deal could be done. You could get knockdown price bikes. You maybe get a couple of them if you wanted to. And again, this is all brand new bikes. Then maybe that's the way to go. Let alone if you wanted to go into used bike market and see about getting a great deal there, because this is all about public perception. This is all about people, even those who are brand new to the brand. They're thinking, you know what, should I really buy a KTM right now? With all the issues, with all the problems, with all the issues that have gone on with the company and also with the future prosperity, are they going to survive? Who knows? So you think, right, actually, maybe I could get a really good deal on a used KTM. And in the case of myself in the workshop here, then, hey, is it a good bike to buy for a project, a next project? And you kind of think, well, actually, if you can get it cheap enough, it's not a bad shout. So this is where I'm at, really. I've only got a little bit of time left on this project build. And then I kind of think, well, actually, do I want to get into another one straight away? I don't know. I'm weighing up the pros and cons. But would I look at a KTM? And I'll tell you what, it comes down to the purchase price, what you can pick these up for. If you can pick it up for a song, and especially if it only takes minor modification or minor fixing, actually it's probably a really good bike. But obviously you've got to be quite handy in the workshop to be able to do something like that. But if you can pick it up, you're probably going to save yourself thousands, and I mean thousands, on a new bike, or what the value of that bike would normally be. Now, let alone if you can buy 2 or 3 bikes of the same bike, let's say of the same model or the same model year for the same price, then you're guaranteeing your future in terms of parts availability and so on and so forth. So you can rape, the other bikes and just to keep one bike running or 2 bikes running, as it were. So there's lots of possibilities out there for KTM owners or would-be KTM owners. Yeah, the company seems to be in a complete shit show as it is right now. They seem to be kind of not pulling the wool over our eyes, but kind of almost proclaiming, saying, "No, all is well, all is calm, don't worry." I'm not so sure. I think we'll have to wait that one out and see what happens. But in terms of getting a deal, yeah, I think there's a good deal to be done on new bikes, if you want to risk that, but also definitely a great deal on used bikes, used KTMs. If you like what I do here, just keep on watching the videos, and I'll catch you again. Bye now.